Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel. I'm Real King, and this is it, y'all. Alright? Okay, so as y'all can see, I'm in a different location. I'm outside, and I'm bringing you guys another video. But this is a little different video where I'm showcasing my bike. And this is my Mafia Bomma FTG. Everything is basically um, all hooked up on my bike. Oh, is that the... Okay, I just seen something. Um, okay, good to know, good to know. But anyways, I'm just checking something out that I ain't seen before, y'all, my bad. So anyways, everything is all ready to go. I got air in my tires. I adjusted my seat a little bit down. As y'all see, I got my rear reflector on, and I got my front reflector on. Um, and that was the only major things that I needed to do. I put more air in the tires on both sides, and then my chain was dipping. I went ahead and tightened up my chain. As y'all can see, got a little bit of give, what you need. And that was about it. So we're gonna go to the back, and you can see that let's see, I don't know, you can kind of see it's basically even on both sides. I'm trying to get a good angle, but it's even on both sides. Why I'm pointing that out is because in order to tighten my chain up, I had to pull the rear wheel back, and then I had to do some adjustments and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, to get that in the middle. So everything is good, good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of walk through the bike a little bit, give a little bit of better detail than I did on my first video. So as y'all can see, the colorway, I call this the Incredible Hulk. And this actually fits me real good because it is it's an 80s colorway. You know what I'm saying? That lime green is a very unique colorway for like the 80s and stuff like that, all that neon type stuff. So the seat, as y'all can see, FTG. It's got it's kind of got this grippy texture on the top. For anybody that don't know what that's all about, that's for, like, people that be doing like all the tricks. They put their their knees stuff on there, so it's good to grip it and everything like that. So that's cool. And then you got this kind of like I don't really know what that material is. It's not suede, it's not felt. I forgot what it is, but it kind of seems like it's suede. It might be a type of a suede. I'm not sure, y'all, but it's real nice. And this seat is definitely comfortable, especially compared to my mountain bike seat that was like a brick. So this is very comfortable. I've already broken it a little bit, so I already know about that. Um, and this has underneath here, which I was trying to show y'all before, it's got these adjustments for, like, to tilt it and everything. So that's what that's all about. But it does not have any markers on the back seat post, you know what I'm saying, like some bikes do. I know the Thrones do. Makes it a little easier for you to adjust the height and stuff like that, but it ain't no big deal. But you got your quick release adjuster on this seat, which I really like. And let's see what else. These tires, I'll talk about these tires real quick because apparently these are like really high-end tires. I guess they're kind of compared to the what are those things called? Hookworms, and I forgot who manufactures those. But for, like, doing all them swerves, or they call them cutting up and everything like that, these are supposed to be really good for, like, they're really soft rubber, good sticky or whatever. So these are the snakeskin Lagos, really good tires. These are 29-inch wheels. I'm a 6-foot guy, 6'1", whatnot, and so for my height, this is more preferred size wheel and bike. It's got a disc brake, as you can see. This is my first bike I've ever had a disc brake, so that's kind of cool to have that. This little dropout is for if I want to change this into the FTG Bomma the Mafia Bomma thrust. So I can add, taking this wheel off, I can add the whole back wheel, with the gears on it and make this into a thrust instead of a FTG, so that's dope. If I want to do the gears, it's got the hollow cranks right there, as you can see. It makes it lightweight. These are FTG plastic pedals, which are nice. I ain't gonna get into the frame and stuff like that because, you know, anyways, I'm not gonna get into all of this. As y'all can see, I'm just gonna show y'all what's up. And the reason I'm not gonna get into all this because that's something that I'm not really, you know, I don't really have too much. I mean, I know, you know, I have the booklet upstairs and stuff like that in my room, but I'm not into all those specifics quite yet. So I'm not gonna, you know, mention nothing. As far as the brake, this is a Shimano MT200 back brake or whatever, and these are Lucky 6 grips. Supposed to be some good grips. I got the bar pad that is kind of got that same material as a seat. It's good, nice little, you know, diamond type checkerboard, like kind of swivel pattern, and it's got that same kind of grippiness as that seat has on it, except this the purple on this is a little darker. And for y'all that don't know, purple is my favorite color. I am a Laker fan, so I bleed purple. Anyways, so that's what that's all about. And it did not come with a frame pad. I thought it was supposed to, but it did not. So no big deal. What else y'all got? What else have we got on this bike? You know what I'm saying? It's just a sick bike. Oh, the colorway, also the checkerboard, a little darker checkerboard, partially in the rim, and that's on both sides. Let me see. Is it on both sides? I thought it was supposed to be on both sides, but apparently it's only on the front wheel. So anyways, it's got branding all over the place. You know what I'm saying? There's that Bomma. And then you'll see the FTG there. FTG. Everywhere on this bike. It's got it going on. So giving y'all like a nice little view of that bike. I got my handlebars there. Basically, like I said in another video, I keep my handlebars kind of upwards. I don't really keep them too far back. That's just the way I've normally ridden my BMX bikes, and this is considered a cruiser bike, or a bike life bike, wheelie bike, or for, like, you know, older folks like myself that have been in BMX bikes when we were younger. This is considered also an adult BMX bike. So that was kind of the reason why I did not get the gears right off the bat, because I wanted something more basic and traditional of what I'm used to, BMX style. So one thing I also wanted to point out is this cool thing about the brakes and how they got this clean work, you know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and kind of move this a little bit so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So you got here's the brake cable, but they have it real nice to where it goes all the way back. It's flush. Everything is all neat, tight, out of the way. I mean, that's real good right there, y'all. Go ahead and let y'all see that. Boom. They got the zip ties to kind of keep that. You know what I mean? And y'all can see. Hold on, let me get that. I'm trying to zoom in. Sorry about that, y'all. My camera won't get a good visual of that. But anyways, y'all kind of see. And this bike did come with it came with a road kit, I guess was what they call it. So you could put a front brake on this bike, and I think it's going to be a U brake or V brake, whatever they call them joints. But I will not be doing that because I do not believe in no front brakes. But it did come with it. But whenever you get your, if you want to change this into the thrust, which has the gears, you can actually, you got room to run cable for your derailleur and all that kind of stuff, your shifter and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So that's what's up on this bike. Now, since I did my adjustments on my seat and everything, I have not ridden this bike or anything like that. So I will be breaking that in here in a moment. I'm gonna bring y'all on my ride with me. And yeah, and I have not felt it since since I did any adjustments. I haven't ridden this bike in like 2 or 3 days. So the last time I messed with this bike, or when I was on it, I didn't even tighten up my screws for my handlebars. Like they were all like loose. I didn't realize that. So I actually rode it without realizing that they weren't tight enough. And when I came back home and I was, messing around with it, I was talking to my cousin on the phone, and boom, I was looking at, and my handlebars was all tweaked out. Like, I'm like, what? So got that fixed and everything. So let me go ahead and let's get on this bike, y'all, and let's take it for a ride. And again, forgive me about my camera work. I got stuff in my hand, right? I mean, I'm using my hand, and that's why I'm going to be getting a gimbal pretty soon. So as I sit on my bike, it was easier for me to sit on it or to get on the bike because I lowered my seat. And again, I'm 6'1", 6'1", and this is how I basically look on this bike. You know what I mean? So it's easy for me to get on. I don't have to, do all any kind of crazy stuff to get on the bike or nothing like that. So I'm on it, and everything looks pretty even, straight. Handlebars are straight and all of that. So, oh yeah, I gotta tell you, I got the end caps on here to keep from, hurting your body or scraping up your handlebars and stuff like that. So that's a good little touch that they got on this. So let's go ahead and see how this bike rolls. Since I got everything adjusted. Now, one thing to note is I have my knee brace on my knee because I wanted to test out how my ride will be with me having my knee brace on my knee, because there's going to be some times where I'm going to have this on riding, and so I wanted to test out, because on my other bike it was not comfortable because it was a little too short, and even with the seat all the way up, it wasn't too comfortable. So with this bigger bike, it feels better. The knee brace is going to add a little discomfort because of its thickness, I guess its bulkiness, and it kind of restricts the bending kind of, a little bit. So that's okay. But my main thing is I wanted to have a comfortable and even, kind of a ride without having to do too much swaying back and forth and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is feeling good. It feels good and everything like that. And then one thing that I didn't want to be doing, I'm not taking my bike out to too many places just because I just don't want to, you know what I mean? I did some research on what do you call that? It's not insurance, but alarms for the bike, and I didn't really find anything that was good. I did some good research, and really, y'all, these little flimsy devices, it seems they're just no good. They're kind of a waste of money and gimmicky, and the way that they attach to a bike, it just doesn't make any sense. Not on a bicycle. If you have like an e-bike maybe, or a motorcycle maybe, but I don't think on these on regular BMX bikes or bicycles that it makes any good sense. So yeah, I don't think that I would be messing around and getting those excuse me, y'all, bike alarms. It just seems gimmicky, and they're cheap. They're not even that expensive, so that kind of tells you something. I did read some reviews, and it came down to, nah, it just ain't worth it. You know, some people, you know, they think it's cool. You know, they're fine with them, but I just, nah, I'm good. I think what's better is just making sure you get a really good, get a couple of good locks, and you're gonna need to make an investment. You know, especially, you know, depending on how expensive your bike is, you're gonna want to make a good investment. This was pretty expensive for me. I could have possibly bought a used car, for as much as I got this bike. A POS maybe, but still. But the amount of money that I'm going to be putting into this bike, it's definitely going to be up in a car range as far as price. So with that, you want to make sure that you know that you know, you protect your investment. So getting insurance on the bike is definitely what I will be getting, what I will be doing. And like I said, and locks. So that's what I'll do on for this bike. But until then, I'm really not going to be taking this bike anywhere. There's nowhere I really need to take this bike right now, so I don't want to be quick to getting this bike took. You know what I'm saying? So that's not going to happen. So for right now, I'm really just going to be kind of taking this bike casually, you know, just around where I'm at right now, just, you know, around the little neighborhood, and, you know, not getting off the bike and leaving it or locking it up anywhere. So, and I'm fine with that. But as I'm riding this bike, and as y'all can see, this bike is really nice. It's comfortable. It's very comfortable. This is a very different feel than my last bike, y'all. It feels bigger. These handlebars are just way more comfortable. They're way more comfortable. And let me see if I can try not to block my view. But, you know, for me, you know, it's just the positioning on this bike is just much better. With the mountain bike and the one I had, and I don't know if it was because of the size, but the bars are flat. You know, all of this flat. So basically, if this didn't even exist and it was just down, so now my body is bent over the bike, and it's just not that comfortable of a position for me personally to be, you know, riding my bike. So I like the handlebars bent up, and it's just a more comfortable position for me to ride my bike. And so that is one major advantage that I do have on this bike. And being comfortable on your bike is extremely important. So definitely, you know, consider that kind of thing. So like I said, everything about this bike is much better. It's a taller ride for me. I don't have to be going, you know, I don't have to worry about gears, because I can go fast enough because of the wheels. They're bigger. With the air that I put in my tires, it makes it roll a lot better. If I was on the mountain bike, y'all, like, I haven't even been pedaling that much. And on the mountain bike, I would definitely have to pedal more. I would have to pedal harder. And this one, I'm just kind of coasting, hence cruiser. So definitely a lot better. And the seat is just, it's completely noticeably different. Very, very comfortable, y'all. And it just feels good. It feels good. And I guess they say as you break it in more, the seat feels even better. So that is going to be cool. So yeah, with that being said, yeah, so that's how this bike is. Anyways, my roommate is leaving, so I'll probably say what's good to him. All right, brother. And anyways, yeah. So I'm just gonna be kind of coasting on this bike, y'all. I wanted to bring y'all this video to show y'all the bike in motion, to show the bike. It's a beautiful day out here in the H. It's nice and, you know, kind of breezy, but it's good. I like it like this. So yeah, man. And I had a good day yesterday. But yeah, I had a lot of comments, a lot of people that was, you know, commenting on this bike. They had seen it, and it was the video that I had posted where I had already put the bike together, and I was showing you guys, you know, the bike. And so so that was a good video. I'm glad that you guys liked it. So I figured, okay, if y'all liked it that much, let me go ahead and make this more finalized video where I'm showing, you know, the bike in full, you know, with it all completely, you know what I mean? Hope I'm not blocking that. Sorry about that. I wanted to show y'all the bike when it was actually all done. Now, the only thing that I have not done, and that's kind of the reason why I haven't riding it as much, is I have not lubed up my chain. Now, the bike had already a little bit of lube on it, but not much. So I'm really not trying to do much riding on it. The good thing is it's dry, and I'm not riding it any dirt or anything like that. It's just, you know, smoothly paved roads. It's not gravelly paved or gravel road or anything like that. So until I get the lube that I want to get, because I don't want to be mixing lubes or anything like that, and I don't want to have to go through, you know, degreasing it and cleaning it. That's kind of a waste. So I'm going to wait till I get the lube that I need to get, which probably is going to be in like a couple of weeks. At that point, that's when I will lube up the chain, and that's literally all I need to do at that point. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of riding it in a little bit, kind of, you know, just enjoying my ride. And I'm looking at my back tire, and it's not going down. So that's really what I was wanting to make sure, that my tire wasn't, you know, dipping down or nothing like that. I'm not real heavy, but I just like a solid ride, and, you know, with the tire being fully aired up, that allows for you to have a more smoother the ride. You know, the low, you know, when your tires are kind of, you know, low, they can slow down your roll and make, you know, you have to, you know, pedal more. But this is aired up perfect. There's nothing wrong with this. So anyways, y'all, I didn't want to keep y'all too much or too long, but yeah, so this is the bike. Now I will be getting some upgrades, and when I get those upgrades to this bike, I'll be showing you guys. So at least the upgrades that I'm looking to get is I want to get some colored tires to kind of, you know, go with my bike. They do make the purple ones. I don't know what I want to get. Like the tires, the snake skins that they do have, I believe on, I think it's Mafia's website, most of the 29-inch ones are gone. They have like, I think, orange, and I don't want to do orange because that's like the Phoenix Suns colored way, and I'm not a Phoenix Suns fan, so I don't want to do that. And plus orange, purple, like that's too much going on. So I think they have purple. There's a red, I think they have, and then they got these kind of camo, or they're like snake skin kind of color ways or whatever like that. Like they're like snake skin, like how's it considered? Like they're not a camo print, but it's like a snake skin print. Like it's like something in black, you know. And I don't want that. You know, I would rather just have a solid color. I believe they do have lime green. Now, although this bike is primarily lime green, that might kind of add to it. I don't know, but I still rather have lime green tires as opposed to like red or anything that doesn't go with this color. And they already have black tires, so it doesn't make sense to have those. So anyways, I'm going to look around, and when I figure out what tires I want to get. And the thing is with these tires, even though they're like kind of close in, as far as rating wise, the best tires next to the hookworms. The hookworms are like expensive. These are right underneath hookworm as far as price wise. I think a set of these would be like $65 or something like that. They're not that expensive, but I think the hookworms are like $100 for a set. But these ones, I've already looked at the price for the 29-inch ones, and they're like $65. So they're not bad for a set. So I do plan on getting some of those. I also probably will get some other modifications, maybe a new sprocket. I might do a colored sprocket at some point. I'm gonna add some color to this bike. So once I start to do that, I will let you guys know, and then I'll make a video out of that. But anyways, y'all, I appreciate y'all stopping by, checking out my channel. If you guys liked the video, why don't you give it a thumbs up. If you guys have anything y'all want to say or any comments, feel free to leave those comments. I enjoy, reading my comments and engaging with my people. For my new subscriber, have not checked out your name yet, but I just seen the notification come through my email. I appreciate you checking out my channel and subscribing to my channel. For y'all that have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, y'all. Help me out, help me grow. And then of course hit the notification bell, so that way you guys get the notifications when my videos are uploading, because I'm uploading these videos basically every day. And that's about it, y'all. Appreciate y'all again. Y'all have a blessed day and take it easy. My name is Ri'LL King, and this is it, y'all. Take it easy.